That's not a bandoline, actually. That's a Portuguese guitar. It sounds terrible. I can. No, it's quite late here. If I make a lot of noise with it, um, it's gonna wake up everyone in my street. But I can show you. So it's called a Portuguese guitar. It's a 12 string. Each string is doubled, and it's used in Portuguese music. Yeah, and it does look like a bandoline though, and it sounds a bit like a bandoline, but with more low. Yeah, it's based also like it's a curved back, just like the old violins in cello. So it's come from the Baroque tradition, and you actually play it with this technique where you only use your index finger, and you kind of do like this. And I've used that idea for some things. Let's see if the guitar is not too loud. So that yeah, maybe I'll, it's actually, oh man, what was the tuning? I think, if I remember correctly, it's C, G, A, D, G, A. So it has a fifth and then a second, and then it has from the A goes to D, and then there a fourth and then a second. So it's also, it sounds super cool if you just play it like this, also open. So it's more like viola caipira we have here in Brazil. Could be like, there's a lot of things from Brazil that I don't know about, like the typical guitars. There's so many different things. But of course, like Portuguese influence in Brazil, especially with the guitars and different types of guitars, is undeniable. Yeah, you also have like the famous ukulele that comes from Portugal, that got brought to many different countries. That's very famous, ukulele. But you also have the cavaquinho. Cavaquinho is also derived from one of the northern part areas in Portugal. So Portugal has like many different types of guitars. Yeah. Yeah, that was it. But funny, like no one ever, I think, well, maybe there were like sometimes some comments about people asking what the hell is that, or are you going to play that? I think I played some when I got it, like I did get lessons on it and everything, but to really get good on it, you have to dedicate yourself to it. And I don't want to do like 50-50-50 or divide myself too much, because I already play a lot of different styles. I play jazz guitar. I can also play Brazilian music, bossa nova, samba, and I play fado music, so Portuguese music. So it's already very wide. So if now I'm going to dedicate myself to a total different type of playing, it's too much, and also completely different tuning. And it's never going to be as good as someone who does it all the time. But it did help me, the things that I learned. And one of the cool things that you can get from that technique is that you can get some type of rhythm, muted rhythm stuff if you get the hang of it, like you're strumming. You're like strumming it, and then you can also strum with your fingers. Some Brazilian guitar players do this. That you have like a typical wait, now I'm doing it already. Wait. So there should be no ghost notes. It should be like all completely completely legato, like a so one of the things that there would be like a basic, or if you play like in swing time, that you play like that would be like a basic type of playing for your right hand. But if you use this technique of that thing, then you can do like all these different types of muted things, like really cool rhythmic things with it. So instead of using only the index finger like a Portuguese guitar player would do, I hold the pick here on the index finger, and I use my thumb and my middle finger as kind of like alternating thing. And then you can get like this sounds, like a like this type of things. That's actually a lot of guitar players have their nowadays also do in their own way. Also for jazz, that you do like that's like once you get the hang of it, it's very natural to do, and it's kind of like those funky things that you do with a pick, like if you're strumming. But then with this, like this type of things, you know. And I got that idea from doing that on the Portuguese guitar with the index finger, where they hit the string and they hold it on the thumb, so you get like this type of catapult. And that idea developed into that. So I did get something out of it. That idea of fingerstyle developing a flow, a rhythmic flow out of just using your fingerstyle, not only with the pick. So that's a good benefit in the end. Yeah, so Portuguese guitar, you only use index, yes. Treat a guitar like a pandeiro, exactly. Yeah, I haven't ever checked out the viola caipira, actually. Maybe it would be nice. I'll have to check a listen. Like, if you have any artists from viola caipira that you recommend, let me know. Got to try that on the baritone. Yeah, do you play baritone guitar? Like that guy that plays with Cory Wong, Mark Lettieri or something? He plays it, but very, very much with pick. But for sure you can also do this. Like once you start to hear how this works, then yeah. it you start hearing it in many different places. But yeah, I'm gonna go through a couple of comments. Yes, all flats. (80-20). Does that mean like you mean the tuning or the string thickness? That's very thick. 80-20 strings. Request a jam with a samba, tango